Hello, if you don't know me, here's a really interesting relevant fact. I can play the piano. So I like to play the piano because, I feel like I'm pretty good at it and it's enjoyable. I just like being able to say, hey, I can play this cool piece and it sounds flawless. But I don't usually practice on a regular basis. And Savina, you might ask, why don't you practice? I could think of a number of reasons. If that explains it, then yeah, okay, all right, I don't practice. And I, having not practiced for so long, decided that it would be a great idea for me to do an online contest for classical music. I found this piece that sounded really nice, and I wanted, I just wanted to play it because the notes sounded easy to play. I think it's safe to assume that I was wrong. Okay, so here's what the piece sounds like. Right, so I started practicing this piece yesterday because I wanted to learn all the notes in one day. I cleared up everything else in my schedule to do so. And, I thought that I would be fine doing this. What is my cat doing? I banished thee forever. Like, I wanted to learn all the notes so I could perfect the phrasing. I goofed real hard. I couldn't even learn 2 measures. And that's not even half a page. I thought the notes would be really easy to learn, but here's the thing. You need a really well-trained cerebellum, like the thing that coordinates stuff in your brain, because like the timing and stuff, it's kind of weird. With your right hand, you have to not only play the melody, but you have to keep like a consistent harmony that's like, it sounds like it's in the background. So this is what, that's what that sounds like. And if that weren't difficult enough, you have to play some really awkward sounding notes in the left hand. And if you can't read music well, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh yeah, also this piece has unreachable chords. A chord is when you play more than more than one note at the same time. So here I am with my left hand playing this chord, which is literally physically impossible to reach. So there are 2 solutions to this, right? I could either use my right hand to help, or I can just make it arpeggiated, which means like you don't play all the notes at the same time. You go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many notes are in the chord. And so like the same thing happens repeatedly over different sections. For example, at the bottom of the first page, we're still on the first page here. You got a 10th, right? You gotta stretch your hands out 10 notes across. That's impossible. Like, you can't play it like that, especially like if you want to make it sound good. You can't have stiff hands. Like, as an alternative solution, I would have to bring my left hand all the way up to right hand territory and then jump back to the left hand so I can play the next bass note. But wait, there's more! Once I finish learning the notes, I have to put dynamics into it. Basically, I can't just play notes because, any robot can play notes. You have to play the notes with emotion. So yeah, dynamics is that's what separates the basic stupid losers from the expert people. This is what it sounds like. This is what basic people sound like. And then this is what epic people sound like. Only epic kids sound like this. So if you didn't notice the difference between the 2, then... And that's a wrap.